Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to look at the Forex Weekly Outlook. That's from 18th of July to 22 of July 2022. I'm sorry for the for missing the last week Forex Outlook is because of the salary break, and then we have resumed fully. So the first thing we are going to look at is we are going to look at the fundamental analysis for the week and for the past week, how it will influence the coming week. So the first thing we're going to look at, let's go to forexfactory.com. So let's check out the news we have last week. So on last week on Wednesday, let's start from Monday. On Monday, that is July of 11th, 2022. So we have Bank of England speak, and then on Tuesday we have the cash rate, that is SND interest rate, which influence the market, which influence the currency, and then it became stronger. So last week also we have the USD Cpi, which comes out better than expected. You understand? So the actual is the forecast is 1.1%, and it came out 1.3. The second one is 0.7. The second one is the forecast of the second one is 0.5, and it came out 0.7, which means it came out better than expected, which adds to the strength of United States dollar. And the next one we have is the Canadian dollar interest rate, the overnight rate, which we saw last week. And then let's go to this week. Let's see what is going to happen this week. What fundamental news do we have, and how will it impact the market? This week we have AUD monetary policy meeting. That is on Monday. Then on Tuesday we have Bank of England speak. On Tuesday too we have Governor Low speak. That is an Australian dollar. That is Australian bank governor. So on Wednesday we have Cpi, that is for pounds. So if we see better than expected outcome, this might influence the price of pound, which might go up. So on Wednesday we have Cpi on the Canadian dollar, which is a very crucial one. Is a high impact news too. If we see better than expected, we might see book coming into the Canadian dollar. We can see the currency will be stronger. So and then on JPY we have tentative. They have not yet announced the time they are going to release this monetary policy statement. So on Thursday we have an euro monetary policy, and then on Thursday too we have USD unemployment claims that will come around in the middle of the month. So the two pairs I want to emphasize on, I want to take serious this week is Euro and AUD. Euro to the upside, AUD to the upside, the Japanese yen to the downside. The reason why I'm choosing Australian dollar is because China wants to unban Australian coal. They've banned it since 2020, so they want to unban it, and this will have a lot of influence in their currency. So let's now go to the chart. So looking at DSY is on the uptrend for a very long time after breaking the 104 resistant level. So now we can see this week we might see some rally to the downside in the DXY. We can see some rally to the downside in the DXY before we see the upward movement again. So I'm not taking USD pair serious this week. The only USD pair I want to trade is I think I have 3: GBP USD, Euro USD, and then I think USD JPY. So the first pair I want to check out is Euro USD. As you can see, Euro USD is in a long-term downtrend, and I've been following this for a very long time, in which I draw this. If you check my previous weekly analysis, there is a time we are here, then I told you guys that if it hits this place, it's going to drop massively. Then after hitting that place, it break this particular support level and it dropped to 1.0009, and then 1 euro equal to $1 for the first time in 20 years, and it happens last week. So what we are going to look at here is because of the let's say the interest rate decision, because there's still going to be a rate hike. What will influence the rate hike is CPI that US dollar drop, because that if you see the CPI report, it came out better than expected. If you understand, so I think they are going to be a rate hike like that. It can be 75 bps or 100 bps rate hike, and then we can see boost might come in here and push the price to this particular resistance level before we see a further drop to 0.96059, because this is still my target. This is my target. We can see some book coming out here. So any opportunity to the any retracement to the upside is an opportunity for me to look forward to look for bearish setup. So I'm still bearish on Euro USD, but for now I'll still allow the bulls to do their thing to push the market to the resistance level before I make my decision again. So if you are in a bullish bias, you have to wait for the break of this level before you make your decision. You have to wait for the break of 1.07968 before you make your decision. Hence, all your decision should be should be bearish, because this long time bias is still what is still bearish. You just have to follow the trend. The trend is your friend. Don't go against the trend unless otherwise. So the next pair I'm going to look at is US dollar Japanese yen. So um I'm bearish on Japanese yen for a lot of reasons. So these two, we can just see a small retracement to the downside, and then we'll see another push to the upside, breaking this particular level. And then my next stop should be 1.8. My next my next target should be 1.4. Sorry, should be 148. So that's my next resistance level. So this, now you are waiting for a retracement to the downside. So if you are to use a trend line at this particular area, so this is how we use it. So it means that we can see a retracement to this to 133, then before we see the up, before the bull resume their thing. But this is not a financial advice. This is just a financial education. You have to do your own analysis and see if it fits your entry. And if it didn't come to 1.33, we can see a retracement to this particular level. Sorry, this is too I need to reduce it. So we can see a small retracement to this particular level before we resume the up movement. So if you zoom it very well, you see. So let's go to 4-hour time frame and see what's going on there. So that's that for now. Is either we see a retracement to this level or we see to this level before we continue the upward movement. So the next pair we are looking at is Euro AUD, and I said the other time that I'm bullish on Euro, I'm bullish on Australian dollar, I'm bearish on Japanese yen. And if you want to look at it, fundamentally Euro should be stronger than fundamentally AUD should be stronger than Euro, because of the plan of China to unban the Australian Shako. So if we let's use trend line, we can see that we have a breakout at this level, and if we go to monthly time frame, if you go to the monthly time frame, and then I think one of the weekly outlook I dropped, that's when this candle has not yet formed. I told you guys that we have a very solid resistance at this particular area. So there is a breakout of the support. This support became resistant. This monthly time frame, remember, this support became resistant, and then it came to test it, and you see that that particular monthly candle, like, it will reject at this area, forming a weak rejection candle, and it's coming bearish. So it means that this particular resistance area is strong. And when we now check how it rejects with the trend, as you can see, the first touch, the second touch, and the third touch, which means that the BS are not done with it. So let's go to the weekly time frame. So this in the weekly time frame, you can see that we see a very long bearish candle, and then this is a chart pattern on its own. This is a chart pattern on its own. The big bearish candle, and then the small bullish candle. So the next thing we are going to look at is that after we see a successful breakup, so we won't we will not overlook this particular support level. So don't let us overlook, because it's in weekly time frame. We can see that there is a support level at this area. You understand? So there is also a rejection at this particular area, by which the weekly candle closes with a doji candle. So we might see a rejection at this particular area. So this is what you're going to do. The overall bias here is bearish. So let's go to daily time frame. So on daily time frame, you set your entry. This is how you set your entry. So if there is a break below if let's say Monday candle closes below this particular support level, so we will wait for a retracement and then sell to 1.43165 level. But if we see a rejection at this particular area and then it closes bullish, so we wait for it to hit this particular resistance level before we take our position to this particular level. Hope you understand that. So you just wait for it to wait for Monday candle close. Is it that if it close above, then you can wait for. So if it close above, this is what I'm saying. Let you understand what I'm saying very well. This is what I'm saying. So a break below this level, you likely sell to this level, and then if it closes above, you wait for it to reject at this particular area before you sell. So it means that if peradventure there is a break below this area, then you can wait for a retest and sell to this level. Or if you see that okay, it closes above, so you can wait for it to reject at this particular level before you sell. So for any opportunity to the any retracement to the upside is an opportunity for you to what, to sell to 1.43165. This is the main target, and the whole bias is still remain bearish. And if it hits this level, that means that it's going to form what we call head and shoulder, as you can see. So if it reject at this particular play, that means it's going to form what we call head and shoulder. So the next play I'm going to look at is a Euro JPY, and I've already said that I'm bearish on JPY and I'm bullish on Euro. So what are we looking at on Euro JPY? What we are looking at is to buy Euro JPY. So taking at this area, we can see that we have some area of supply at this particular area. You can see that there is area of supply here. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Using our trend line, so any retracement to the downside is an opportunity for you to what, to buy to this particular area. So our bias still remain bullish on Euro JPY. So any retracement to the downside is an opportunity for you to what, to buy to 1.44 144.153 level, and this is a very strong resistance level. And if it breaks that level, then you find another resistance level, because there's one resistance level that is close to that particular area. So Let's check weekly time frame. There's something I want to show you at weekly time frame. As you can see, we have a break of structure at this particular area. There's a break of structure at this area. We have a break of resistance, and the resistance came and it came to retest, which the resistance turn support at this particular area. And as you can see, the weekly candle, it closes above the particular resistance level that is there. That means that the support is holding at this particular area. So what we are looking at here is that any retracement to the downside like this is an opportunity for you to look for bullish setup and buy to the target. So the next pair we are looking at is GBP USD. There's not much to say about this. What I just want to say about this is that any opportunity you see to the upside is an opportunity for you to any retracement you see to the upside, sorry, is an opportunity for you to what to look for bearish setup, because the whole market direction is still bearish. So any retracement you see like this to the upside like this is an opportunity for you to what to sell to the target. The target is 1.14584. Same thing as SND USD. Any opportunity you see to the upside is an any retracement you see to the upside is an opportunity for you to what to sell to the target. But mind you, there are some point at which your sales becomes invalidated. So because let's check daily time frame. If you're on bullish bias, you guys wait for the break of this particular you guys wait for the break of 0.65 before you take your decision. But if you are on bearish bias, because the old bias still remained bearish, so you just wait for it to what to retrace to this level, then you sell to the target. And then if it breaks this level, the interest rate decision, market might be moving contrary to the interest rate decision that is going to be made in the next couple of weeks. Then you might see a move to this side. Then you should take it as an opportunity for you to look for a bearish setup. So the next pair we are looking at is GPP JPY, and I said I'm bearish on what on JPY. So checking out this now, any opportunity you see here, any retracement you see here is an opportunity for you to what to look for for bullish setup to buy at this particular area. And if your own bias is bearish, you just wait for the break of this trend line, then you take your position. But the old pair still remain what the old bias, the old directional bias still remain bullish. So let's check our entry at this particular area. As you can see, we have a break of this particular. So we have a break of trend line here. So on Monday, you wait for it to what to retrace. You might see some little retracement to this particular place. Then that should be an opportunity for you to what to buy to target. So the target is at 168.367. So our bias on GBP JPY still remain bullish. Let's go to 1 hour time frame and check what is happening there. So as we say, you just look forward for a retracement to the downside. Then any retracement you see here will be an opportunity for you to look for a bullish setup. So the last pair we are looking at is AUD As you can see, we touched most all of the JPY pairs because of the bias we have for JPY, because our bias is bearish on what on JPY. So on JPY too, any opportunity you see, any retracement you see is an opportunity for you to look for is the opportunity for you to what, to look for bullish setup. And then in all this pair, if your own bias is bearish, you have to wait for the break of the trend line at this particular area. You have to wait for the break of the trend line. And if at all the trend line did not break, there's you have no business in any bearish set, you have no business with any bearish setup. You understand? So all the setup you have now should based on a bullish sentiment, and the target should be 96.706. So that's that for now. Don't forget to like, click, and share. I appreciate your support so much. It goes a long way. If you are just watching this for the first time, please click on subscribe button and subscribe. Take care. Have a good trading week.